All right, there we go. We are online. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and this is my channel. We love comics, and I got an interesting unboxing. Two packages that I'm going to show you that it just blows my mind. Like, one of them you'll be like, yeah, I've gotten this before, but when you see the second one, you're going to be blown away thinking, what was this person thinking? But I always make sure before I turn everything on, I want to say hello to the people that get here early because I appreciate those that take the time to watch, live or later on. But Johnny Future, you're first today. Welcome. I have telepathy, came in a close second. We got Tina, we got Don, we got Crypto Comic Stock. Good to see you. Telepathy says my telepathy is in full form. I've been waiting for a half hour. Well, then you should have been first, so it's almost in full form, but you're getting there. Master Felrod is here. Adam is here. Miami. K9 Training is here. Q-Bull. Huff House Art. Good to see you. Manny the Comic Collector. And many, many more. Thank you so much. Now, before I show these packages and open them up, we'll see if they're damaged or not. I always want to let everybody know that in case you're not familiar with it, I am selling some of my duplicate comics, and they are in the form of mystery boxes. So if you're interested in any of those, it's in the description of this and every video. It's all the way near the bottom, so hopefully you will check that out. If you're interested, there's a link you can click on. And don't forget to stick around while this is going on, because I always do a surprise subscriber shout out. And if you want to be one of those, when it's live, you don't even have to be a subscriber, but I hope I earn your subscription. All right, so here is the first wonderful package with no protection whatsoever. Always love when people do this, so I cannot wait to see what happened to the comic. But this one is the better of the two. Wait until you see the second one. This is what they sent the second one. They just took a regular bag and board, added one or two extra backing boards, and stuck a mailing letter on this. Now, this is not a dollar comic book. This is about a $350 Key Silver Age comic. Now, I can understand if this was a dollar comic, they might want to go cheap. But when you see what book this is, you're going to be amazed that this person did this. Now, I contacted the person and explained the situation. They claim that their sister mailed it for them. I'll take them at their face value, but they said they are going to be kind enough to give me a partial refund for the inconvenience of what they did. Because the amount of money I paid for the shipping, to send it in a clear bag and board and just add like two extra backing boards, which are what? Like a quarter of a millimeter thick? Very interesting. But let's open these up and see what happened to them. So as always, if you guys like my videos, if you want to hit the like button, I always appreciate that. So please go ahead and do that if you think I've earned it. I don't want you to do it if you don't think I earned it. And don't forget to check any of my other videos out. So here we go. Here is the first comic. All right, so luckily, it's bowed a little bit. What a surprise. But no color breaks, so a pressing will fix that. But this is a minor book. I saw this going pretty popular these days, so I thought I would get this one. I love the artwork on this one. I missed it when it first came out, but that's okay. So the first one is Immortal Hulk, issue number 1. This is the first print. Alex Ross cover. Always love that. Alex, and speaking of Alex the Comic Order is here. Welcome. Brooklyn Slaughterhouse is here. Johnny Future is here. Michael P. All right, so that's the first one. It only paid $25.66, which includes shipping and handling. So poor packaging, but it doesn't look like the comic got destroyed. So I'm very happy about that. But this one was the better of the two packages. So if you're just coming in, wait until you see what somebody mailed, a Key Silver Age comic. It's a book I've never had before, and I'm trying to complete a certain run, and you'll see it. But they mailed it in a bag and board and just stuck a label on it. They were kind enough to add 2 extra pieces of backing board because, that's added security. Now, I can understand, like I said, if this is $1 book and the person was mad that they sold it for cheap, I can almost see why they would do this. But a $350 book, which of course, I always spend less than what it's worth, to mail it like this is just, there's no excuse. So, as long as the comic is okay. And look at this, no bag and board. So they didn't even put the comic in a bag and board. Unbelievable. Ugh. Alright, so the comic looks like, again, it bowed a little bit, but a pressing can fix that. So this person sent it with, this is the protection. 4 pieces of backing board. Because, this is stronger than steel. And then just put it in a regular clear bag and stuck a label on it. Real nice. But it looks like the comic, other than the little bit of a bow, looks to be okay. So I paid a total of $349.53. They said they are going to do a partial refund. I think I've deserved that for this. But this is a book I would highly recommend. I guess the good thing is, well, I'll show you first. So here is the key issue book that almost completes my run of issues 1 to 20. This is a book I've wanted for a long time. So you can see, this is no minor book that this person put this in. This is shocking. But this is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 5. This is the first Doctor Doom outside of the Fantastic Four. I have always wanted this book. And now, with the fact that Marvel now owns the rights to the Fantastic Four again, once they put out the Doctor Doom in a movie, forget it. Books like this are going to go up. So this is a book I highly recommend. One I've wanted for a long time, but the prices were way too high. So again, it's going to need a pressing now because it has a little bit of a bowing. You could see there's a little bit of dirt here and a minor little rip. But other than that, like here looks a little faded, but not much, which means they might have had it in sunlight for a little bit. But overall, all right, let's look inside. All right, now, this is something I want to show people about grading. Most people, they look at the front cover and say, oh, this is a 3.0 or a 3.5. You got to look at the entire book, because if you look inside the pages, see the little rip? It's on every page. So that is going to lower the value, well, not the value, but it's going to, well, it could, but it's going to lower the grade of the book. So there is a little slice in every single page. No coupons are missing or anything, so that's good. Looks like everything's intact. So the centerfold is completely intact. Well, so you got to remember, things like this where there's a coupon, do people cut them out or not? You could see the coupon is there, but that's why I tell people, don't just judge a book based on the front cover, because then you're going to be very disappointed when the grades come back. So overall, this looks pretty good. The staples are attached. I would still say this is about a 3.0 to a 3.5. So this looks a little bit better, and the pressing will fix the bowing. So it came out relatively unscathed. I'm very happy about that. Alex says, hey, Chris, a little slice usually makes a nice slice in the price. Great looking book. Yeah, but that's what I mean. You got to look at the entire book if you're going to grade something. I see so many people, especially when they get a book back from like whatever grading company, and they were expecting a 9.8 and they get a 9.6, and you think their life is over, and they're looking at the cover and they're like, oh, I don't see any imperfections. Well, there are several pages in a comic book. There could be on page 15 a bend or a crease or a little tiny piece missing. That will lower the grade, so you can't base it by looking at the cover. So, it looks good. So now I have, well, my Amazing Spider-Man #1 is a coverless one. And I have a facsimile cover. So I technically have Amazing Spider-Man #1, but I only spent like $200 for it. But now from issues 1 to 20, the only books I do not have, well, obviously Amazing Fantasy 15, but I don't have Amazing Spider-Man 8 and 10. And, oh, I'm sorry, and also issue 19. So there are only 3 books now I have left, and all 3 of them are minor books. They're not key at all. Because issue 8 doesn't have any major significance. Issue 10 has the first appearance of the Enforcers, which is no big deal. And issue 19, I don't think has anything major either. So I have now all the major key issues of Amazing Spider-Man. So basically I have issues 1 through 7, 10 through 11 through 19, and issue 20. So for the price, even without the partial refund, I'm very happy with the price I paid for this. Again, it's a book I've wanted for a while, but wait. Don't always buy the first one that you want, especially if it's what you're not willing to settle for. If it's too much or the condition's not what you're looking for, there's always going to be somebody else down the line selling a book for much better deals. So set a price of what you want to buy a book for, and don't go past it. You have to have patience. If you don't have patience, you're going to overspend, and you're going to be more disappointed than you ever are going to be happy. So those are the 2 books. This one, at least they were kind enough to put in a bag and board. This is Immortal Hulk, issue number 1, paid $25.66. And then Amazing Spider-Man number 5 in this wonderful protection of a clear bag and board, paid $349.53. I'll keep you posted when I find out about what the partial refund was. So that is the 2 books. Always appreciate you guys coming in. Let me do today's surprise subscriber shout out. And before you leave, if you're kind enough to give it a thumbs up, I appreciate it. And also don't forget, I'm doing those mystery comic boxes. I'm selling my extra comic books, all my duplicates. I mean, I have 35,000 books, so I have plenty to kind of lighten the load, because we're eventually going to be moving, and any proceeds are going towards I reinvest them in some more valuable comics to sell those at a higher price later so we could buy a house. But today's surprise subscriber shout out is going to go to Huff House Art. So hopefully you're still here. And if you guys are still here, if you want to give them a little shout out, we always appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go put this in a bag and board before something else happens to it. Make sure when you buy something from a person on eBay, Amazon, wherever, make sure you tell them how you want them packaged. Now, as you can see, that doesn't always guarantee it, but, you know, if you prevent one time from something being damaged, you're going to be very happy. So, always appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your weekend, and don't forget, it's not you, it's not I, it's We Love Comics. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day.